Hello and welcome back to another Nethercorp live stream. Here today we are going to be playing on the Nethercorp multiplayer server. It's the new undermap base that we're building. Little community build under the map. We're going to go ahead and kick things off with the server. And I invite all of you to join and play along. Granted, we only have a total of 8 slots, minus 1 myself. So 7 open slots for all of you to share. So it's first come first serve, and we're gonna go ahead and log in and load up this world. Alright, we're almost there. Here we are under the map in the void. As you can see, we have the ground and trees above us. We are inside the mountain at this time, above one of the caves. Now, we do already have a somewhat of a decent sized build above us. There's the sun poking through the ground. And we are going to go ahead and get started on today's build. Now we do already have a start, so let's go ahead and climb up. Change the lighting. We are now in my private quarters, and we're going to go up here to the boardroom. Now this is a little boardroom. We're going to do what we can to make it bigger. Probably going to do a long table here. So let's go ahead. It's probably under the furniture tab if I'm not mistaken. There we go. Flip this around. Now, we should probably go with a chair first. A chair up against the wall. Let's go ahead and do that. Okay. Turn on log hack real quick. That should do. Now we're gonna go over here and we're gonna set down a table. Okay, come over here, use this. Hopefully we have enough walkthrough space here to put a chair. Let's go ahead and test that to see. Maybe we need to move it a bit. Go ahead and center ourselves. About right here. That should be enough room to walk through. We're going to test it and find out. Let's go ahead and turn on instant book build. That way I'm not struggling here. Okay, there is enough room. Can we sit and stand? Alright, we can. We're not stuck. So we are at the perfect distance away. And we still have room for a chair on this side as well. Let's go ahead and add another table here. Alright, looks perfectly straight to me. Now we may have to glitch another table into this one as best as we can. Just because we're losing space here. I don't think we're going to have enough room for a chair at this end, but that's okay. We don't need one at both ends. We really just need a microphone / podium here at the end. That way others can get up here and give like a presentation, pitch their ideas, make reports, whatever. So let's go ahead and get this chair back out. Okay, can we sit and stand? Yes, we can. Perfect. Now let's get a microphone here, which is going to be a stick and probably a skunk head. There we go. That looks center to me. Go ahead and place a couple rocks here at the base. That way it doesn't knock down. And we will also do I wonder why that's not going to let me place that on there. Let me check something real quick. Because we're going to need one of these. Right here. Alright, let's put a little, what do you call it, a wall shelf? About right there. Alright, there we go. Maybe a drink right here. Get a few more chairs around the table. At least 4 more. Yeah, 4 more should do. Make sure we are in the middle of the table here. And that we can walk through. Nice. Do the same here. Make sure we're in about the middle of the table. Now that is a bit of a tight squeeze, but that's quite alright. Does not have to be perfect, just has to be doable and look good. Okay. So we're gonna put this right about here. Make sure we can walk through. And put one more right here. There we go. We are good. Now we have 7 seats and 1 person standing here at the end of the podium here. It's a decent little boardroom meeting space. And we have a balcony up here. I'm wondering if I should add more chairs. Yeah, I kind of feel like I do. Kind of like that. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I need 3 more. Probably about right there. I kind of feel like this guy standing up is going to catch fire, so. We'll go ahead and burn this away. And then once it's gone, we'll move it further away. We want everybody to be able to sit here and get warm in the winter. Alright, this should work. And we'll go ahead and place more chairs. About right here. Like I said, we want to be able to walk through here, stand up, and not catch fire. But we also want to be able to walk through here, so I might add it, move this chair over and add another one. Now we have 8 chairs. There's some room to walk through. Room to sit. That should be good. Now, one more thing we need out here is going to be a radio. This is a chill spot, so I'm willing to bet that we're going to do a lot of, you know, just BS and sit here, maybe cooking something to eat, enjoying a fire together. So let's go ahead and plan for that. We are going to put it over here, as high up as we can get it to go. See if we can place a radio on there. No, we cannot. That's interesting because we've done it before. Oh, okay. Yeah, I have to pull it up out of my inventory. There we go. Now, this should work. I see no reason as to why it won't. Now, I'm thinking I might have to move the planks here, but there may still be a beam that might prevent that from despawning. I don't know. We'll let it burn out. I think that's all we need is just for it to burn away. I would like to have a zipline in. Maybe to right here, perhaps. But I don't think we have a way to make a zip line that long. So this may end up being unnecessary. Yeah, I think it probably will be. Go ahead and get rid of that. Okay, we have a boardroom. Not bad. Alright, $10 intervals. We'll make it look like it's a vault back here. And we'll probably store all of our golden weapons as well. Okay. There we go. We've got money on the shelf there. I kind of feel like maybe a few floor weapon racks here that you can walk around. Maybe pretty much put them on top of each other. Like so. Can I fit one more? I think I can. Do I need one more though? I think I do. I think I do. Let's give it a try. Let's see if we can get it to line up perfectly. Here we go. Not bad. Looks like some good placement. Now we have 16 different weapons that we can put here. If we need to do more, we could probably put more along these walls, but I don't want to, just because you'll see the icon behind the wall and it'll be a dead giveaway. Like I'll show you here how you can see those icons through the wall. I might even move the bookshelves on the end just so that people don't know that that's there. Can I? Should I? Yeah, I think we should. And again, log hack is on. So we're gonna turn that off. And turn it back on. Just so that we can clean up this mess. We do need this firewood, so we'll put this right here. And we'll go clean this up real quick. Okay, that's a whole wall. Alright, so not bad. So far we have a decent build. Let's do this. We will place one of these down. Okay. Alright, we do have one more to clean out here. Go ahead and turn log hack off again. Go up here and dump these. Alright. We are looking good. I like the way this is kind of set up. Has a good feel to it. And this is Darren's little setup here. Let's take some ideas from this guy's build. We still need some sort of chimney. Give it that homely look. Maybe a couch. So let's head back up. We'll do a couch right here. Just like so. And if we're gonna do a chimney, we probably want to put it where there's room. Do we need a chimney? I don't think that we do. Probably put it right there. But it would make it a tight squeeze to walk through here. Probably could have put a couch over there. I don't know. I like the way this looks. Okay, there's nothing that you can grab through here. The only icon that pops up is that, and it's the way in and out. Could do an armor stand here. It might be far enough away. On both ends. We'll do some gold armor. But can we see it through the wall? That's my concern. It's far enough away to where you really have to get close. I don't think that's going to be an issue. So we're going to go ahead and place our best armor. And we'll do another one over here. We'll do another set of gold bone. Oh, missed one. Okay, do we have any of the artifact pieces? No. Let's go ahead and fix that. Let's get all 6 out of 7 until we beat the game, just so that we're ready. Alright. For those of you who don't know how to teleport to each location, I'm going to break it down for you. So first we're going to go, I want to say we'll go to the spaceship for sure. Go to spaceship cast, capital S. Now before I hit enter, I'm going to copy with Control C this entire string, just in case the first teleport, see, it doesn't take me there. Hit F1, Control V to paste, hit enter, and now we're here. Go ahead and grab this artifact piece. 1 out of 7 total. Can't get the 7th one until you've beaten the game, which I'm not going to do, playing in the multiplayer server by myself. And now we're going to go ahead and we are going to teleport to the other locations. So the code is as follows. Blueprint. The capital B. Actually, it's artifact. My bad. Capital A, artifact. Piece, capital P. We'll go A for the first one, capital P for pickup. And then you're going to hit Control C to copy. Hit enter. And it's not going to take you directly there. As you can see, it looks like we're outside, but if you pull up the GPS, we're in a cave still. This is under a map texture for whatever reason. The game thinks you're outside, but you're not. You're technically in a cave. This was just as close as it could get you. So we're going to Control V, hit enter, and the second time should take us directly on top of artifact piece A. Now we're going to repeat the process with all the other pieces. Control V, change the A to a capital B, copy the whole thing with Control C, and then hit enter, and we're going to have to see how it's doing it again. F1, Control V for paste, hit enter. Now we are directly there. You got to do it 2 times per artifact piece to get directly to the location. So F1, Control V, change the B to a capital C, select the whole thing, Control V to copy, enter, and then we're going to F1, Control V to paste the code there and hit enter again. Now we should be under artifact piece C. Now this is the only one that's above us. All the other ones are beneath our feet. So we are going to Control V, change the C to a D, a capital D, copy the entire string with Control C, hit enter, and then hit F1, Control V to paste to get there the second time. And now under us should be artifact piece D. Now there is an E, I believe, so we're going to Control V, and we're going to put a capital E over the D, copy the entire string with Control C, hit enter, and then F1 to bring the menu back up, Control V to paste it back in, hit enter, and we should be there standing on top of the last piece, 6 out of 7. As I said, the very, very last piece you cannot get until you've beaten the game. Once you beat the large mutant at the very end and you choose to stay on the island by not getting on the helicopter, by choosing the artifact piece, you can then follow the beams that you will see shooting up into the sky, and that will be the location of the very last piece. Now as you can see, we have 6 out of the 7 pieces. We only need that last piece. So let's go ahead. We're going to teleport to Lake X. Ground base. Oh, we do have visitors though. Let's go ahead and clean up the mess here. And she's done for. Let's get these guys too. Alright, finished them off. Now I'm gonna leave their camp here fully stocked full of stuff, just because, wow, look at all the electronics they've been collecting. Not bad. It'll come in handy when we have people playing in the server. Now the server is open. It's multiplayer right now. It's public, so I'll see you when I see you, I guess. And we're gonna set the day back to day 1. Set day. I don't believe that's the one. Set current day. See how that didn't work. There, it'll say day 2. Let's see if we can send invites. think I'm gonna have to log out and log back in. They need to make it a thing to where you can invite people in from the game while you're in game, not just in the lobby. That just makes so much more sense to me. Alright. Do we have speedy run or anything? No, we don't. Let's turn those on. And we're gonna head to the North Beach. Save. And we're gonna log out and log back in, and we're gonna invite some people to play with us. We'll see if we get any takers. We'll invite Brexit. We will invite Sir D'Angelo. Anybody else that's currently online that we think might actually want to come in here and play. We'll invite Fake Messiah. We'll invite Mr. Marvelous. We will invite... Oh, I can't invite my offline friends. That sucks. Some of my friends never appear online at all. And it's a shame I can't invite them. Master Gaming. Let's see. Anybody else? I think we've invited enough. Let's go ahead and start. Mr. Marvelous is playing. That's awesome. Maybe that means he's going to join in on the fun. Now, granted, we don't have a lot built up on the beach yet. And I do believe spawn is right over there. At least that's what my map is showing me. go ahead and take off the rebreather. We have Kelvin way over here. Don't know what he's doing. He's probably just chilling. Kelvin looking good, bro. Yo, what's going on, man?
Oh, not much, dude. Just chilling. What you up to building?
Yep, just started the multiplayer world not too long ago. We have a little, I want to call it a base under the map over by Lake Z or X, one of them. It's the cave with the little yellow icon. One of the guys was helping me build that. We have 2 rooms and a boardroom. It's a little tower. We got a couple builds that were started. I got one here on the beach across from where you're at. And the guy who was playing with me has something he's starting to build over there. He's got some platforms. Just getting started.
Yeah, I haven't been on much lately.
Yeah, I saw you were online, but I didn't see you doing much of anything. Haven't seen you in game anywhere for a while.
Yeah, it always says I'm online because I got Steam chat on my phone.
Oh yeah, I keep forgetting about that. But yeah,
I just been dealing with work and all that, trying to get figured out. I
Yeah.
think I'm gonna quit tomorrow.
moving out to that Hawaii or no West Coast, Hollywood.
Yeah, Hollywood. I'm gonna be. Well, I'm supposed to start Monday. I'm still waiting for my whole background check to go through. So until that does, I can't start. So I'm hoping that gets figured out. But pretty fed up with my job here, so I'm quitting either way. But be nice if I was positive that I was moving before I did. But yeah, I can't stand working here no more, dude. It's too much.
I feel you.
So quit, and then I got 3 days to move out after I quit. So that takes me to Saturday, and then I'll probably get like a hotel or something for 2 days. Hopefully I'm able to start that job Monday. Otherwise I might kind of be screwed. Can probably crash at my mom's place for a little while, but
Yeah, you're pretty
we
positive.
don't really get along.
You're pretty positive you got that job though, right?
Yeah, the only thing I'm waiting for is basically what's holding me up is my employment history background check. So, because I was in Hawaii in a super rural area, like nobody keeps good records. And like the company's not, it's like a third party company, so they're not able to verify any of that stuff. But the hiring, like HR at the hiring company, said that after the stuff comes back, they'll give me a chance to like correct any discrepancies, and I can give them phone numbers for some of my past supervisors and stuff, and they'll clear it up individually, and like they pushed me through the process as fast as they could. So they want me to work there. It's just
Well, that's good.
procedures.
Yep, I've been a hiring manager. If they're pushing you quickly, it usually means they want you bad. So
Yeah, that'll be cool, and then that'll solve all my problems. I'll make way more money. Less stress, less work. This place has been driving me nuts. They've been lying to me, violating my rights, just like the entire time I've worked here. Every single one of my managers above me has broken laws, like regarding, me and my employment and like my coworkers and stuff.
I got you.
So
It'll be
I
good
was up
change of
for,
pace.
yeah, I mean, I was up for a promotion here, but they decided to hire externally instead, which is, they told me it's because I don't have enough experience, but in reality, like, basically, I got my last supervisor fired for violating
Yep,
policies,
that'll
and
do
then
it.
I complained about a upper management lady
Actually
because when,
called retaliation.
yeah, but as long as they don't put it in writing, right? They just say, "Oh, you don't have enough experience. We found somebody more qualified," but we all know why they didn't hire me. And like my direct manager here knows that because
Well, do they do
basically,
counseling
like, when
statements where you're at, like monthly or every 90 days?
they do what?
Do they do performance evals every 90 days or so?
No, it's only like fucking once a year they do it.
Have they ever
But I
put that
got
you're
the
lacking in experience in one?
no, man. As a matter of fact, I got like more than stellar reviews.
Oh, well, then,
Like
there you
yeah,
go.
and they're making shit up. Like yeah, I mean they're just making up reasons to not give me. They're just scared that I'm gonna fucking do the same thing to them. Because like when we were trying to sort out my direct supervisor, and then like our regional manager just trying to tell me some bullshit because I was like, look, man, we got like there's laws here about like equal pay for substantially similar work, right? So I'm doing the exact same job with the same job title as other people, but they're making way more money than me, which isn't right. And then so she goes off on me. You're not allowed to disclose your wages. You shouldn't be talking to them about that. And I was like, well, what country do you think we're in? In America, in a free country, I'm not allowed to discuss my wages with whoever I please. You must be on something. And then so she was like, well, I'm pretty sure there's a policy that forbids it. And I was like, well, if the company has a policy that forbids me from disclosing my wages, then that policy in itself is illegal, right?
Yeah.
So she got all mad at me about
ensures
that.
unfair pay.
And she's the one that was in charge of who got the job or not. So, like,
There you go.
that's why. Because my direct property manager, like, for the property I work at, really likes me. She's been putting in all kinds of good words for me. She recommended me for the job. She talked to HR, like, hey, you need to, like, get this guy in here. He's been overqualified, working for, like, everybody acknowledges I should be in a higher role. Essentially, I just took, like, the first job I was offered when I moved back. And, like, there's nothing I can do to get raises, right? I don't have enough experience to go to the next level, but I can't get any experience if they don't give me the chance to gain the experience, right? So, like, there's just no possible way I could ever move up in this company. And so, and what's crazy is...
What they don't know is they're opening up a can of worms that I don't think they're ready to deal with.
Oh, dude, they're going to drown,
the policy that says you can't discuss your wages in a state where you're entitled equal pay if you're doing the same job as somebody else.
Exactly.
You have no way of knowing whether or not you're receiving equal pay unless there's a dialogue about
I looked up in the company handbook, and there is no policy that says that. So she just made that shit up to make it look like I was doing something wrong by trying to figure out what was going on. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, and she did it in front of everybody to where, like, she had made it to where everybody thought that you're not allowed to disclose wages. And the thing is that, like, all the people I work with are Hispanic, and they just do whatever the fuck they're told, right? Because they just moved here. They don't want to make waves. Like, they're easy to take advantage of. And I'm not, like, dude, I'm not going to let you just take advantage of fucking people in front of me like that.
What I would do is before I left, the next time that you're in front of everybody or around everybody with that individual, I'd simply state, look, I looked up that policy that you brought up about us not being allowed due to policy of discussing wages, and there's nothing in the policy about that. In fact, here's why there isn't, because it's illegal. They have the right to know what I'm getting paid, and I have the right to disclose what I'm getting paid so that we can all ensure that if we're doing the same job with the same title, we're all receiving under the law equal pay. So
Exactly.
you lying to me in front of all of these witnesses who can testify in court probably won't bode well for you in court should I decide to pursue this. Now let's talk about retaliation.
They already know the shit. And that's not even like.
Now let's talk about the retaliation of the matter. Everybody
all secondary,
here,
dude.
everybody
like,
here
started
can
off,
say that I'm the most qualified person for the job and that I have all these experiences you say I lack. So which tells me is that it's not due to the lack of experience. It's due to the fact I called all of you out on your bullshit, basically.
and everybody knows it, but like it's not even that, dude. Like it's so many things that like I've got the company doing. And if I was like running the company, I would definitely want someone like me in the position because I'm not going to let everybody else like put the company in jeopardy, right? Like the fucking people that are breaking the laws are the ones that are the liability, not the person that's trying to fix them. But they don't see it that way. And it's definitely retaliation, but again, it's not in writing. So it's not like, they have the right to not hire me or not promote me or whatever. So my best bet's to just leave. I think what they wanted was to hire somebody else for the fucking position and have me just stay here and keep doing what I'm doing for fucking. I'm doing doing way more shit than I'm supposed to be doing and getting paid basically minimum wage for it. So they want me to just stay in the position. And it's like, nah, dude, it ain't happening. I'm just going to leave. And I already got a better offer with the promotion and title and a raise and a free apartment, right? So it's not like, and that's the thing too, is like when I'm on Indeed and I applied for the job for the promotion, it said I was a top applicant based on fucking everybody else in the area. So it's like they're lying about my experience. And then also when they posted the job, there was minimum requirements for the job, and I've totally met every single minimum requirement. So like, of course, if you post a job online and we're in Los Angeles County, like if you make me compete with the entire internet, you're going to be able to find somebody who has more experience than me, dude. Like that's just, you can always find somebody with more experience if you're dipping from a pool that big. So what it is it's just a toxic fucking upper management problem. And I'm just better off leaving, dude. Like it'll be a waste of time and money fucking to pursue it legally.
Yep, I'd make waves on the way out, of course. I'd put them in. I'd probably file some sort of suit, and I'd get everybody there to testify and let them know the only way it's going to change is if they help to change it.
Yeah, I mean, I've told them that. They're scared, dude. Like, my one coworker, everybody else has basically quit, dude. There's like 3 people on the property. Our housekeeper quit because of the last fucking manager I got fired. I only have one coworker, and he's like, hates it here, but he's like, dude, I have to work here because you got his family living here, and we're like locked into a contract where we live on site. And so, yeah, he can't do shit about it. And also they're paying him way better than me. So it's not like, he's not in my position where they're taking 2/3 of my fucking income just for rent every month. And I still can't even get a 2-bedroom, and homeboy's in a 2-bedroom and paying way less rent than I'm paying for a 1-bedroom, even though this is part of our fucking compensation, right? So it should be equal.
Yep.
But, and then that's not all, dude. Like our first supervisor, he was telling us, he was misrepresenting our job titles and telling us that we were required to do restricted on-call duties when we're supposed to be unrestricted on-call duties. So I had to call a whole company meeting with the manager of the property, and I was like, look, dude, he's making us do restricted on-call. We're supposed to be unrestricted on-call. Like, we're not supposed to be doing all this shit. And she's like, what's that? I've never heard of that. And then so she had to get a hold of the regional manager to verify, and she was like, yeah, you're right. You're unrestricted on-call. you don't have to do all this extra shit. And so I'm like, all right, well, what about all the fucking 6 months we've been here? He's been making us do the shit before I taught you guys how to. And that's the thing, too, is like how many laws I've corrected management on, but I'm the one that's not experienced enough to be in management, right? So it's like, dude, that was the first thing. And then since they didn't want to, like, oh, well, we're just going to pretend that didn't happen and we're not going to pay you guys for any of the time you were made to do restricted on call time, because all the paperwork we have says that you aren't doing that, so you can't really prove it. It's your word against ours. And so I was like, okay, well then you guys have been using my personal phone to send me messages about the company, so you should be reimbursing me for my phone because it's a company phone, because you guys are messaging me in my off time about company shit. And they're like, oh,
Not just
okay,
that,
let me
but
look.
those calls and
Let me
messages.
look into that.
Those calls and
And then so
messages prove it.
So they looked into it and they're like, stop using your phone, start using radios. And then I'm like, okay, well, what about the time that we've been using the phones? Like, are we going to get reimbursed for that? No. Okay. And then it's like, I like my property manager. She's been really cool and she's been putting in good words for me, trying to get me promoted and all that shit. So I'm like, I told her, I'll help you get rid of this dude, because they couldn't, they don't know enough about like procedure and shit to actually prove he was doing anything wrong. So I'm like, let me make a list of all the shit that he's doing wrong. I'm like, okay, well, here's the OSHA violation for you. Oh, here's the fucking hazardous material disposal, fucking into the trash cans, dude. Oh, homeboy's dumping old paint into the fucking sewer drain, right? Like, so over like the course of like 3 months, I gave them, and I'm like, okay, I printed out a list of his job duties, and I'm like, there's 20 fucking things on this list. He's doing 6 of them. You know what I mean? So I start doing all the other shit that he's supposed to be doing. I reinvented, like, I created an entire system for fucking work orders and like how we do apartments and shit, because none of that existed. I created an inventory system. He didn't take any inventory, didn't keep track of anything, just ordered whatever he wanted. Dude, like all of our storages they look like a fucking episode of Hoarders, just shit everywhere. Nobody could ever find anything. So I organized everything, labeled everything, put order numbers so we could easily reorder shit, right? Like all the stuff that he's supposed to be doing, I'm only supposed to be doing under direction of my manager. And this is without them asking me, dude. Like I'm just giving them all the shit that they're supposed to have. So like my manager here loves me. She's like, dude, you need to like be getting this job. And she pushed for it, but at the end they told her that essentially, dude, the fucking regional manager took her like ability to hire. Like they took the power for her to hire the candidate for her own property away from her, because they knew that she was going to pick me, and they didn't want me to get the job. So they're like, you don't get to decide who has the job. We're going to pick for you. And then they didn't choose me, right? Like on purpose. So it's all, it's been so stressful for so long that I just need to get away from it, dude. It's toxic. I know the new guy's coming in this week, and I'm not going to be nice to him. I'm going to be like scrutinizing everything he does. I'm like, bro, you're Mr. Perfect, right? Well, you better not make any mistakes. Like, you realize what happened to the last motherfucker that was supervisor here? I can't make mistakes. And there's, dude, there's no way he's on par with me, because if he's got more management experience, it means he's just been doing maintenance management for like fucking 20 years, dude. And I've done like everything. So you can't work on my level. And it's like the most basic entry level supervisor position anyways, dude. So you don't really need any experience. You know what I mean? And I've proven I know more about California work law. So it's just like, dude, I'm just over it, man. I'm exhausted. I just want to get the hell out of here.
Well, good luck. Good luck to you on the transition, man. I hope that background check clears. Let's go ahead and head over that way.
Let's cruise.
I want to get this live stream kicking. I figure it'll help you de-stress to get some undermat building in.
Get my mind off some shit.
Yeah. So it's the cave by a lake with the little house icon. That's why I tell everybody, look, you need to record everything that happens at work. Don't let it be your word against theirs. Know the company policies, know the laws in your area. Because they're going to do everything they can to keep from paying you what you're worth. And they're going to deny you. If you've ever turned them in for anything, they're going to deny you your promotion. It's retaliation and against the law. So make sure that when they say you can't prove any of it, make sure your rebuttal is, yes, I can. Record everything you do at your work. Make sure you have plenty of, text messages, phone calls recorded, emails saved, video record shit without them knowing it. Just do what you have to protect your job, to ensure that they can't say it's our word against yours. You can rebuttal with, no, not quite. You don't know what I record and what I don't. The corporate offices, the people in the corporate world, they're not even at the highest. Those aren't the ones you're dealing with the majority of the time. It's the peons. And they don't even really know their own company policies. Or they do know, and they're just going to lie to you. They most certainly don't know the laws. They have to check with somebody who does in order to find out. So it's always best to know your stuff like my buddy here does, and protect yourself against hearsay. And make it a situation where it's not your word against theirs. Like, it's a shame that the world has come to that, but it has, and it's been like that for a while. And the only way you're going to get ahead in life and prosper and not really get screwed over is if you are protecting yourself. So stay protected, record everything, know your laws and company policies, and don't be afraid to call them out on it. And don't be afraid to testify on someone else's behalf if you know that they're working there and they're being mistreated. Because someday, sooner or later, it's going to be you. When they get sick of it and they leave like he is, someday it will be you in his place being violated and mistreated. And trust me when I say you don't want that. It's toxic. It simply just isn't worth what you have to go through. My guy goes through so much more than he should have ever had to. It's insane. So I wish him the best of luck over in Hollywood. I hope he ends up managing at the highest level, to be honest. His experience and knowledge and dedication to his job, it's above and beyond what you see in normal average people. So if you're watching this and you're a hiring manager and you've got an even better offer, a better job, hit this guy up. You won't go wrong. I guarantee that.
Yeah. Just wild, man. Just wild. The whole process is wild, dude.
Yep. And
I'm used to like living in a small community, working with my friends. So, like, we don't, we take care of each other, man. I make you look good, you make me look good, like,
That's the way a company thrives. If everybody's out for helping each other and for the company, you're not going to be violating OSHA. You're not going to be violating labor laws. You're not going to end up in trouble. The company is going to prosper. They're not going to be bleeding out money and having people cut and run left and right. They'll be able to keep that revolving door from spitting people through.
Yeah, well, you're pushing out the good talent, and you're just keeping people that are stuck there, basically. Like, and then you're gonna bet on the fact that I'm gonna be stuck here when I'm overqualified for the job anyways. What's to stop me from getting a better job? My loyalty to the company.
They feel they can. They feel that that employment will be verified and the next employer is going to contact them, and that's their opportunity to badmouth you. But I can tell you from experience, having been a hiring and firing manager, that's not the case. I know that if you're leaving a company to come work for me, there might be a very good reason for that, and that company might just be all kinds of jacked up. So I
for sure.
give very little stock in what your former employees or former employer says.
Right, and they're not even going to, really call for that anyways, dude. They're just calling to confirm that you actually worked there. Like, that's all they care about. They don't care why you quit.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Very few times have I ever
fired.
actually called anybody in their former employer to ask any sort of question. Like, I've never actually done that. I verified certifications, obviously, because you got to be
Yep.
certified to do the job. I might
Well, then
check
we're
a
already
reference.
taking, like, I already took, you know what I mean? I took a fucking skills assessment test, so
Yep.
you already know I know how to do the job. It's not like you can't fake that. I went in for a job interview, right? And here's a pop quiz. It's a skills assessment test, 5 sections, you know, electrical, plumbing, construction, safety, management. And so I was like, okay, let me take this 5-section test and pass every section. So, you know, that's not an issue.
Yeah, it's not a lack of knowledge or experience. And when a new hiring manager has you right at their table and they're assessing you and whether or not you're capable, they're going to know. The bullshit that this society has with the whole, oh, they're going to think this because of my last employer. No, they're not. They're not going to be thinking anything other than what their own assessments tell them. And I can tell
And then
when somebody's
what I tell them
bullshitting me.
too. You know, like I said to the company I applied for, I was like, look, essentially, like, because I'm not going to sit here and badmouth the company I just worked for in an interview to try to get a company to hire me. So, you know, I told them basically the truth. You know, it's like, look, there's no room for me to progress in my career at the company I'm at. Like, there's no open positions. There's, you know what I mean? Like, it's such a small company that I would have to wait for somebody to die to get another chance to apply for a position,
Not
right?
just
Like,
that,
everybody's.
but he would also
So,
have to deal with the fact that the people who are still around above him remember the policy that he's not to get the position. He's going to have to wait for the whole
exactly.
atmosphere that is anti him to go away. And that just doesn't
Exactly.
happen.
It's not going to happen because it's all
not.
written down in my personal records. Dude,
Yep.
they keep track of that stuff. Oh, he complained about this. He complained about that. Well, yeah, but I got rid of a bad manager for you, right? So you should be thanking me because now nobody's dumping paint in the sewer drain.
All right, so this
Like,
is the boardroom balcony, and that's obviously the boardroom in there.
like it.
My floor is the one down. It's got the little secret vault that I do right here.
I don't have. I gotta add items.
Yep. So I got the that vault going on again. The next floor down is my buddy Darren's. He plays on the server. And if you want one, you can build one below that.
And this is Dana Point, California.
Fridays at 9 on KXTV.
Now I do want to do a rope at each level so everybody can get up to their respective platform.
Yeah, for sure.
You know. And I'm trying not to make it too tall. I'd like to expand this out. East, west, north, south, you know, horizontally. I don't want us to go vertically too high. I kind of feel like we're good as far as height goes. There's really only ever going to be 8 people on a server at a time. And the majority of people that do play are going to be here and then not log back in. Maybe we'll have already beaten the game and started a new server. So there's only going to be a handful of people that will actually log in from time to time and play. And they'll be the
I
ones.
like that water, like that water feature at the bottom where it's basically a giant river cave.
Yeah, that's nice.
Thinking about incorporating something to that.
Yeah.
Like, it'd be cool if you could dive underwater, right? And then, like, morph through some kind of wall in there. I want to check that out and see what's available.
So I think this is the bottom floor. Yes, it is. So one there, and one here. Yeah, we could do that all the way up.
Which one's the rope up? Is it this one? Oh,
I believe so.
probably fall through
Yeah, you're probably going to fall through. I'd be surprised if we don't, because we broke that Y level. right. That is not what I wanted to do. I should place the stairs on it first before attempting to do that. Now I should be able to place logs there. Huh. I wonder why I can't place one there. Oh well, doesn't matter. We can place planks instead. Okay, we'll place a few planks here. Okay, here we go. Okay, so we need stones. We're gonna try to open this up. Yeah, we're gonna need them on this side. Huh, why can't I get rid of this? Are there stairs above this one? There is not. Is it not properly supported? I should be able to have a truss on a strut on both sides. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, it should. I can't do that one either. Must be a lot of weight above. I feel like I should be able to move those. And I'm not understanding why I cannot. Is it because I needed the perimeter and I removed it? That cannot be it. We'll try adding a stone all the way around just to see if that corrects the issue. I don't think it will. I don't think it's enough structure strength to make the difference, but we'll try and see anyway. Yeah, there's no reason why I can't remove that, or this one for that matter. Oh, I can this one now. Let's check the structure damage real quick. It's on. Should we give it a chop and see? Do you think it will collapse everything? Let's save first, and then we'll give it a try. Pillar 846. Bam. Pillar 627. Now we should be good. Okay, we've managed to open up the space on this floor. This will be the ground floor. I want to make a little reception area down here. So I'm going to leave the pillars here just so that we can have we can create the walls that we need. And here's where I get stuck. or where I go for a swim. Alright, so I have no way of seeing where exactly his build is. He can see me right now through the wall. And I know he's close because I can read his name. Let's see if I can find where it is he plans on going in and out. He may not have built it yet. He may have clipped through the wall. So I'm going to check and see if there is a secret entrance exit. I don't think that there is. Although I may be too high. He did set up a save point here, so the chances are I'm at the right place, aren't I? I'm willing to bet I am. This is one of those moments where I wish I still had my mods. I mean, it's my server. It might be multiplayer, but it's my server. I should be allowed. Maybe he did something under the water? No? Okay. There are dead bodies down here. Skeletons. What I'd like to see is something here to catch us from slipping and sliding down. Like a little platform we can hit and stop. That would be awesome. Wait, maybe underwater? No? And I fell through yet again. Okay, so we are probably most certainly at that point. Let's go ahead and head back. I'm going to want to turn off these cheats though, because wow, clipping through sucks. When you're not trying to, at least. Okay, here we go. There's a rope here, but it's not a climbable rope, it's a skeleton hanging. Can I build a platform here? Let's find out if this will stop us from doing the slide animation, or whether or not it is a boundary thing. Ah, once you cross that threshold, you will slide no matter what. So it has nothing to do with the angle of the ground and everything to do with the barrier. Once you cross the threshold, you're going to go into the slide animation. Somewhat disappointing. Let's see what floor this goes up to. Ooh. Okay, so there's one. That's it. That sucks. Oh, now I know. Ugh. I need that artifact piece. Alright, so I'm going to go ahead and check to see how long this live stream has been going. We've been working on the underground base, the undermap base, for some time now. It's been another hour and 45 minutes, so we're going to go ahead and stop the stream. And if you're watching this, don't forget to subscribe, smash that like button. It lets people know that we exist on the internet. Also, tap the all notification bell. That way you don't miss out on any of our episodes that are coming out. Leave a comment down below. What is your favorite part of this stream? And if you want me to do a walkthrough, which is one of the series that we do, leave me a message on Steam with a good day and time, your server name, and I'll be sure to make my way through your world and we'll do a tour. As I've been saying all along, every little bit of support helps, and I do appreciate the Patreons of the channel. And until next time, we're going to do some off-camera building, off-stream building with my homie here. And next time you see me, you'll get an update as to the progress. So